Dean Marmelo Viabante, our instructor for this subject, Management and Information Systems course. My fellow MBA students, a pleasant morning to each one of us. So we are from the Group 11 of our class to discuss on Chapter 11, entitled Managing Knowledge and Information. I am Ms. Rosalind M. Davina. To start the introductory part of our topic, to be followed by Ms. Sarah Faith N. Santiago until the conclusion of our part. So before we proceed, let us first the presentation outline of our topic. First will be the course intended learning outcomes, followed by introduction of knowledge, types of knowledge, knowledge management or KM, knowledge management hierarchy, knowledge management significance or benefits, and the types of knowledge management systems, knowledge management processes, the knowledge management landscape, the knowledge management value chain, types of knowledge management systems, enterprise-wide knowledge management systems, knowledge work systems, knowledge workers and knowledge work requirements of knowledge work systems, and examples of knowledge work systems. So here are the course intended learning outcomes of our topic. At the end of the module, the students are expected to first comprehend the function of knowledge management and programs for knowledge management in business. Second, list and describe the many kinds of systems used for enterprise-wide knowledge management and explain how they benefit enterprises. Third, understand the main categories of knowledge work systems and how can they benefit businesses. And fourth, understand the advantages of employing intelligent methods for knowledge management from a commercial perspective. So before we proceed, let us first have the definition of knowledge. So knowledge is closely linked to doing and implies know-how and understanding. The knowledge possessed by each individual is a product of his experience and encompasses the norms by which he evaluates new inputs from his surroundings. It is also a fluid mix of learned experience, values, contextual information, expert insight, and grounded intuition that provides an environment and framework for evaluating and incorporating new experiences and information. It originates and is applied in the mind of the knowers. In organizations, it is often embedded not only in documents or repositories, but also in organizational routines, practices, and norms. So what are the different types of knowledge? First is the explicit knowledge and the tacit knowledge. So explicit knowledge, it is knowledge that is straightforwardly expressed and shared between people. It has been clearly documented in a tangible form such as a standard operating procedure or a marketing report. It exists in the form of data that can be processed and stored, organized and interpreted. It can be clearly articulated and communicated, and its meaning is easy to understand. This type of knowledge is highly shareable between employees because it can be captured in a knowledge base or as part of your knowledge management strategy. Example of explicit knowledge are maps, handbooks, cookbooks, instruction manuals, and operation manuals. Tacit knowledge. Expertise and experience of organizational members that has not been formally documented. It is the knowledge you've gained through living experience, both in your personal life and professional development. It is often subjective, informal, and difficult to share or express because it is affected by our personal beliefs and values. It is abstract and affects how we perceive and move through the world. So examples of tacit knowledge include learning how to speak another language, innovation, aesthetic sense, leadership, and sales. So compared to tacit knowledge, explicit knowledge is vastly more straightforward, and it doesn't require deep thinking. So businesses stay competitive by leveraging their employees' tacit knowledge. So it is a type of knowledge earned through experience. While transferable, tacit knowledge poses a challenge to knowledge management, especially in the current remote work setup. Although challenging workarounds and tools are available that make the transfer of tacit knowledge possible, A knowledge base is an excellent way to start documenting the grounds to spread tacit knowledge and foster a learning environment. So we have to really value our employees' tacit knowledge because it is irreplaceable. Competitors can steal your tools and strategies, but they cannot replicate your employees' contributions and experiences. So after learning the definition of knowledge, follows the knowledge management or KM. So knowledge management or KM is a collection of processes that govern the creation, dissemination, and utilization of knowledge. It is discipline within an organization that ensures that the intellectual capabilities of that organization are shared, maintained, and institutionalized. So the process of systematically and actively managing and leveraging the stores of knowledge in an organization is in knowledge management. It's the way a company stores, organizes, and accesses internal and external information. It refers to the entire integrated system for accumulation, integration, manipulation, and access of data across multiple organizations. So knowledge domains in organization management, organization marketing, and technology. So the knowledge management hierarchy. So understanding that a hierarchy of knowledge exists is critically important when attempting to make prudent decisions. So put simply, not all inputs should weigh equally in one's decisioning process. So by developing a qualitative and quantitative filtering mechanism for a decisioning process, we can make better decisions in a shorter period of time. So the hierarchy of knowledge is as follows. So it starts with the data. So raw data is comprised of disparate facts, statistics of random pieces of information that in and of themselves hold little value. So making conclusions based on data in its raw form will lead to flawed decisions based on complete data sets. Information. Information is simply an evolved or more complete data set. Information is therefore derived from a collection of processed data where context and meaning have been added to disparate facts, which allow for more thorough analysis. Comes the knowledge. So knowledge is information that has been refined by analysis such that it has been assimilated, tested, and or validated. Most importantly, knowledge is actionable with a high degree of accuracy because proof of concepts exists. So the knowledge management landscape. So as we have discussed a while ago, we have learned that KM is a set of processes that create, store, transfer, and apply knowledge in the organization. Knowledge management increases the ability of the organization to learn from its environment and to incorporate knowledge into its business processes. So the knowledge management value chain includes four main steps that add value to raw data and information as it is transformed into usable knowledge. So first would be the knowledge acquisition. So here, knowledge may be acquired by building repositories of documents, enabling systems for expert advice, analyzing data for patterns, or by using knowledge workstations. So an effective knowledge system requires systematic data from a firm's transaction processing systems and data from internal or external sources. Second, knowledge storage. Storing knowledge in databases and document management systems. Third, knowledge dissemination. Knowledge may be transferred to managers and employees via portals, emails, search engines, collaborative office systems, training programs, and other means. Last would be the knowledge application. Now, new knowledge must be built into an organization's processes and application systems and to become a part of decision-making system. So for each step, management and organizational activities or organizational capital are required to obtain returns on IT investments and systems used for that step. The knowledge management significance. So traditional reasons for KM or knowledge management are the following. Improving decision making by using knowledge and capturing knowledge from transient workforces. So additionally, we're finding we need knowledge management because of supporting knowledge communities, obsolescence or innovation, and knowledge persistence. Knowledge management benefits. So here are some enumerated benefits of knowledge management. So enabling better and faster decision making, making it easy to find relevant information and resources, reusing ideas, documents, and expertise, avoiding redundant effort, avoiding making the same mistakes twice, taking advantage of existing experience, communicating important information widely and quickly, promoting standard, repeatable processes and procedure, providing methods, tools, and templates, techniques, and examples, and making scarce expertise widely available, showing members and citizens how knowledge is used for their benefit, accelerating delivery to members and citizens, enabling the organization to leverage its size, and making the organization's best problem-solving experiences reusable, stimulating innovation and growth. So what are the different types of knowledge management systems? First is enterprise-wide systems, knowledge work systems, and intelligent techniques. So enterprise-wide knowledge management systems overview. An enterprise-wide knowledge management system delivers the crucial benefit of maintaining organizational productivity and streamlining work. The significant advantage of such a system is that it permits the organization to aim at the business's processes rather than on data. In turn, this helps upsurge efficiency at the administrative level. The enterprise-wide knowledge management system use an array of technologies for storing structured and unstructured documents, locating employee expertise, searching for information, disseminating knowledge, and using data from enterprise applications and other key corporate systems. So enterprise-wide systems. It is a general purpose system which collects, stores, distributes, and uses digitized information and its related knowledge. This information is regarding organizational knowledge. Portals, search engines, collaboration tools, and learning management systems are the leading examples of technologies that maintain systems. So these systems deliver tools, online directories, and other implementation details to locate knowledge workers with specialized or experienced professionals. So they are essential tacit knowledge sources. Next is the knowledge work system. It is a specialized management system designed for engineers, scientists, and other knowledgeable individuals. Designs can be made using 3D visualization, visual reality, or computer-aided design, or what we call CAD systems. Such effective knowledge management programs contain an online directory to search for the company professionals that help the people and corporate workers with the specific information that they need. So the knowledge workers create knowledge and information for an organization. So the key roles of knowledge workers are keeping the organization current in knowledge as it develops in the external world, serving as internal consultants regarding the areas of their knowledge, the changes, plays, and opportunities, acting as a change agents, evaluating, initiating, and promoting change projects. So requirements of knowledge management work systems. Sufficient computing power for graphics and complex calculations, powerful graphics and analytical tools, communications and document management, access to external database, user-friendly interfaces, optimized for tasks to be performed, the design, the engineering, and the financial analysis. So these systems require great computing power, access to external databases, which are easy to use interfaces, and optimization for the specific tasks to be performed. This knowledge work systems require strong links to external knowledge bases, in addition to specialized hardware and software. So common examples of knowledge work systems include computer-aided design or the CAD systems, virtual reality systems for simulation and modeling, and financial workstations. So the third type of knowledge management is intelligent techniques. These information management systems concentrate on patterns and relationships using search methods like deep learning, machine learning, and big data techniques. Such information systems assist the company in quickly retrieving the necessary information by sifting through vast data sources. So I wouldn't be discussing more on these intelligent techniques because Ms. Sarah Faith Santiago will be the one to tackle the scope of this intelligent techniques. So as my chapter summary, I would be answering four different questions that were stated in our learning objectives. So first would be, what is the role of knowledge management and knowledge management programs in business? The knowledge management is a set of processes to create, store, transfer, and apply knowledge in the organization. Much of a firm's value depends on its ability to create and manage knowledge. Knowledge management promotes organizational learning by increasing the ability of the organization to learn from its environment and to incorporate knowledge into its business processes. So there are three major types of knowledge management systems. The first one is an enterprise-wide knowledge management systems, the knowledge work systems, and intelligent techniques. Question number 2. What types of systems are used for enterprise-wide knowledge management, and how do they provide value for businesses? So an enterprise-wide knowledge management systems are firm-wide efforts to collect, store, distribute, and apply digital content and knowledge. Enterprise content management systems provide databases and tools for organizing and storing structured documents and tools for organizing semi-structured knowledge, such as email or rich media. So the knowledge network systems provide directories and tools for locating firm employees with special expertise for important sources of tacit knowledge. Often, the systems include group collaboration tools, including wikis and social bookmarking, portals to simplify information access, search tools, and tools for classifying information based on a taxonomy that is appropriate for the organization. So enterprise-wide knowledge management systems can provide considerable value if they are well designed and enable employees to locate, share, and use knowledge more efficiently. So what are the major types of knowledge work systems, and how do they provide value for firms? So the knowledge work systems, or KWS, support the creation of new knowledge and its integration into the organization. So knowledge work systems require easy access to an external knowledge base, powerful computer hardware to support software with intensive graphics, analysis, document management, and communications capabilities, and the user-friendly interface, computer-aided design or CAD systems, augmented reality applications, and virtual reality systems, which create interactive simulations that behave like the real world. Require graphics and powerful modeling capabilities, KWS or financial professionals provide access to external databases and the ability to analyze massive amounts of financial data very quickly. So the fourth question would be, what are the business benefits of using intelligent techniques for knowledge management? Artificial intelligence lacks the flexibility, breadth, and generality of human intelligence, but it can be used to capture, codify, and extend organizational knowledge. So expert systems capture tacit knowledge from a limited domain of human expertise and express that knowledge in the form of rules. Expert systems are most useful for problems of classification or diagnosis. Case-based reasoning represents organizational knowledge as a database of cases that can be continually expanded and refined. So here are the reference materials I have made use of. So again, this has been Miss Rose Gavino, and thank you very much for listening to my presentation. I will be turning you over to the next presenter, Ms. Sarah Faith Santiago, to further discuss on intelligent techniques and management. Thank you for listening.